Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let me tell you about 4 of the creepiest haunted dolls ever. Are you ready for it? Let's get into it. Most of these haunted dolls are currently in museums around the world. Number 4 on my list is Ruby the doll. Ruby is known for moving from place to place. Ruby is currently kept at the Traveling Museum of the Paranormal and the Occult, but she comes from a mysterious origin. Ruby had originally belonged to a little girl who died while holding this doll in her hands. This is creepy. And following this tragedy, people say that this doll is possessed and it's like moving from places to places, and it's being passed through the family for 4 generations, but they would always keep it in some very quiet place, maybe in the basement or in the attic, because they didn't want the doll to be around them. The doll is kind of creepy, but it actually looks cute at the same time. The visitors had mentioned that they feel an extreme feeling of sorrow and radiation coming from Ruby while visiting. Would you be going to those museums to see these haunted dolls? If yes, let me tell you about more of them. Number 3 on my list is a doll named Okiku. Okiku is originally from Japan, and she currently resides in a special shrine in Meninji Temple. The priest of the temple regularly cuts her hair because the hair is still growing. Yes, you heard me right. The doll's hair grows long. This story happened in 1918, and according to a contemporary Japanese myth, a teenager named Eikichi bought this large doll when he was visiting in other provinces in his country. He bought this doll as a souvenir for his younger sister. His younger sister was named Okiku. The doll and his sister became so close together, and she even gave her own name to the doll. The doll was dressed in a beautiful classic kimono, and she had hair not too long, maybe over the shoulder. Everybody just loved that doll. It looked so pretty. A couple years later, unfortunately, Okiku, the owner of the doll, dies. The family think that the ghost is transferred to this doll's body. The creepy part is that the hair of this doll still grows. If I see that doll like growing hair, I would be just I'm talking about it, I'm getting goosebumps. So imagine you see that doll growing hair. This is creepy to a next level. All right, number 2 on my list is Annabelle. Annabelle is well known because she was the main character in the Conjuring movies and the Annabelle movie itself. However, you might know that the actual doll looks very different from the one in the movie. The actual doll looks way more cute, and it does not look like a haunted doll, as opposed to the doll that was used in the movie, which looked terrifying. I would never want to have this doll in my house. I would never want to gift it to anyone. So I don't get it why they make it to look this horrible. But I know when it comes to the Hollywood movies, they want to make everything more spiced up and interesting. Annabelle currently resides in a museum named Warren Occult Museum. And the owner, the original owner in the 1970s, made the owners of the museum, Ed and Lorraine Warren, to come and pick up the doll because they thought that the doll is possessed. The doll is currently kept in a glass box. However, there are rumors that say in the year 2020, Annabelle was escaping from the box. I just read that online. I'm not 100% sure. It was never proven. I mean, if it's a haunted doll, then that might be the case. On the glass case that Annabelle is kept in says, "Warning, positively do not open." The reason the actual owners wanted the doll to be out of the house and be kept somewhere that would not harm anyone is because that she was known for some demonic possessions, some of the violent attacks that happened to people, and at least 2 near-death experiences. This is horrifying. Okay, let's watch this video. This is creepy. Annabelle sitting on the chair. Is she gonna do something? It's just creepy to watch. Oh my, no, don't zoom in, don't zoom in, don't zoom in. Shoot, it's uncomfortable to watch. Oh my. What the? No, it can't be right. No, it can't be true. The cameraman was never seen or heard from again. This must be made up. I can't believe it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you think this was a real video? I don't know. Number 1 doll on my list. Robert, the haunted doll. Okay, first off, this is a picture of Robert. Robert currently is 117 years old and it lives in the Fort East Martello Museum. Here's why Robert was given to the museum.
Robert is the number 1 most haunted in the world. What we didn't realize is how many people had experiences with the doll. Yeah. They calculated to more than 10,000 people have written in apology letters to Robert to ask for forgiveness because of the curse that he put on them.
What is the story behind this doll?
10,000 people wrote apology letters to Robert in hope for forgiveness.
Why is it supposedly haunted?
It's like a 3.5 foot tall doll. It's like a life-size type of doll. It's really weird. He gave it to his son, and he gave his first name and his clothes to this doll. And so the kid and the doll became best friends for years and years and years. And he basically embodied this guy and just became Robert himself. But over the course of his childhood and all the way up until I think he had left his parents' house to go to college, he would have horrible things happen to him because of this doll.
Question for you. Would you actually go to these museums to see these dolls? Answer below in the comments. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye now.